All right, traders, what's going on? This is the watch list video for Tuesday, December 6th. And a pretty weak day in the market. The Dow was down about 500 points. The SPY, you can see, gap down this morning. And let's look at the intraday. Bled lower pretty much all day, which did not yield a lot of setups. I made this call in EH early, thank God, because it's not the quantity of trades, it's the quality, right? So EH was already on the list because it had that breakout on Friday, right? Well, then today it was gapping up. So let's fast forward to 5-minute candles. Those either weren't in chat. This is how I called it. You can probably already tell, right? Sellers came in and it topped right at the half, right around 650. As it started to curl back up, I called it long over 650. One of those sellers fail plus half number inflection point scenarios on a recent high flyer, and it was off to the races. It ended up being one of the strongest stocks out there. There's a screenshot that I included in my chat room call, EH over 650 idea, and pretty cool way to start the day and to start the week. And I only played like a couple pullback plays on top of this trade, but that was by far my biggest trade of the day. So anyway, that's the highlight from today. DBGI, let me zoom in a little bit here. DBGI had nice volume today. It had this big run back here, did an offering, and now it's starting to curl up. So it still seems tradable. So I'm going to put it on a chart. KTRA had the big 3-day move. Remember I said sometimes you get one red day and it's back off to the races. Well, I don't know if you would define it that way, but it is a green day after the red day. Kind of an inside candle there too. So I'm going to keep this one on long watch. It did give a quiet entry setup today, but I didn't take it. It felt like nobody was watching it. And honestly, after the first hour, it felt like nobody was trading at all. It was just kind of a weird day. Maybe it's just a December low volume thing, right? AERC had this nice pop today above the most recent high mid-November. Then you also had this pop back to 6 or 598, I should say, back in early October. So long base, and it's coming out of that. It did have a headline, so we're going to watch that for a follow-through day tomorrow. SPLK, I'm putting it on bounce watch. Had the gap up. Now you got a couple red days in a row on declining volume. DBI just goes right back on bounce watch. Most of you know what I'd like to see there is a narrow range and an afternoon high of day break. We might get a decent little trade in it if that happens. If not, we don't have to trade it. BG, kind of the same thing. Several days down in a row. Pretty narrow daily candle compared to the last couple. That one stays on bounce watch. No trades in it today. RMED kind of gapped down. So you do have bag holders from Friday. But I don't know. Held up okay. So I am going to put this back on bounce watch. MTC, good volume for this stock. You see what it did back here. I couldn't find a headline though, which makes me like it a lot less, but I am going to keep it on a chart. EH, already talked about my trade in it today. Just really, really big volume. So maybe, I'd like to see a red day or two, right? But maybe it continues tomorrow. So I'm going to keep it on watch for an A+ setup. And then EHTH had a nice 2-day run. Quiet inside day to day. So we're going to see if it turns back up again tomorrow. Not in love with this list, but hopefully some new leaders will emerge and we'll have stuff to trade, the next several days. But that's all I'm going to watch so far. We'll add gappers to the list as we always do in the pre-market and hopefully catch a couple good trades tomorrow. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room.